It is your girl Precious, and I'm back with another video. So don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell button so you never miss a video when I do upload. And don't forget to share my videos wherever, with whoever, so they know you rocks with your girl. Shout out to all 254 of my subbies. I love each and every one of you. You are my precious babies and my baby boos. If you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. I'm your girl Precious. This is the Precious B channel. If you've been here before, what they do, baby boo. Okay, shout out to you. And of course, if you have not already, go hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell button so you don't miss a video when I drop. And of course, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. So of course, it recommends my videos to other people in the algorithm. They can come over here and join the party. All I ask y'all to do is tell your sister, cousin, auntie, and your mama and them to subscribe to my channel so we get to 300 subs by the new year. Okay, that's all I ask. That's all I ask. Okay. And of course, y'all already know you can check the description right down below. You may or may not find my perfectly curated playlist, but if you don't find them, you can just click the video tabs and it'll take you to all my videos. And of course, you will find the links to the IG and the Facebook. I know I'm getting through this fairly quickly because I have multiple videos to film. Okay, so I can't give y'all, all of. Okay, so this is going to be episode 2 of season 14 of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. What you watching review. Also, happy what you watching bonus Tuesday, because technically all these videos should have been up Friday after. Technically this video should have been whenever, but nonetheless, y'all getting it now. Okay, so on Tuesday y'all actually gonna get videos. Yes. I'll just make these 3 videos. Anyway, so without further ado, you guys, welcome to Just My 2 Cents / What You're Watching review. Anyway, so this is episode 2, like I said, of season 14 of Real House Beverly Hills. We open back at Sutton's party with, again, Kyle and Dorit still arguing. Of course, I had basically told y'all all of that in the last episode. And so after that, Kyle storms off, like I said, and then Garcelle follows Kyle outside. She like, you okay? And she was like, girl, she is impossible to talk to. And of course, Garcelle, once again, foot on Dorit's neck. Well, girl, I know that, but what happened? And Kyle basically said, I felt like I was talking to an imposter. That did not sound like the person who I, at one point in time, considered my friend. And Dorit basically going off in her confessional like, bitch, I'm not finna sit and play these whole stroll games with you. Tell me that your girlfriend or this lady that you may or may not be hunching on was upset about the shit that I said, and she may or may not have checked you. Let's have a real open and honest conversation. Because the bitch y'all used to, who was a pushover and wasn't gonna let y'all sit there and let you have it and wasn't gonna defend herself, baby, she's gone. She's gone. She's no longer here. Okay, baby, I'm finna come for everybody, and everybody gonna get it. Okay, Dorit said I don't give not one F and gave up the middle fingers. Like, baby, Dorit not playing with y'all. So then Erica and Bose check on Boz, checks on Dorit. She like, girl, you alright? She was like, no, girl, I'm not putting up with it. I told you I want to have an open and honest conversation with her, and we can move forward. And she didn't want to do that. So I'm not putting up with the BS no more, Erica. I'm not doing it. So I'm getting ready to go home. And Bose is like, well, girl, I hope you feel better. Call me, girl. I'm finna drink a little bit more, okay? She's like, all right, girl. So after that, we see both Kyle and like Dorit outside waiting on their cars or whatever the case may be. After that, we go and, get to know Boz a little more. Oh, they did do the taglines, and I have to say my favorite tagline was Garcelle's. She said, I'm not playing, I've been in this game long enough to not play by nobody else's rules or something or another. Very defying gravity. I liked it that. I liked it. Doris, I'm not even gonna lie. I also liked it. I think I like his sentence. I may have rewatched it, but I know for sure I liked it. Garcelle's and Doris. Of course, like I said, we meet Boz. We find out, like I said, her husband. She met him. We also find out her background that she is, I want to say, Ghanaian. She's Ghanaiese. I hope I'm saying that correctly. We find out that her husband passed when her daughter, I think, was like 2, and her daughter's like 15 now, and she's just upset that with him having cancer, it robbed him of being able to watch his daughter grow up, and her daughter, not having a good, without having a relationship with her dad. And they basically show us at her badass woman seminar that she does, like I said. And after that, we see Kyle and Sutton go and have lunch, and basically, Sutton has her reservations about ordering a drink in front of Kyle, because y'all know Kyle called that lady an alcoholic. right? When I guess her and her homegirls decided to come for Sutton on behalf of Erica. She was calling that lady an alcoholic, and I did not care for that. But anyway, so they sitting down and they talking, and basically, Sutton was like, "Girl, what happened? Cause I seen y'all at the party. Y'all was going off at my party, friend. What happened?" And so Kyle basically to her, I want to be able to have a conversation with Dorit, but I feel like Dorit don't know how to be my friend, and it's like, bitch, what? Like when I tell you Kyle lives in a land of delusion, and this conversation her son had has further proves that bitch live in a land of delusion, of la la land. So after they finished talking about all of that, Son basically said, "So girl, what's going on between you and Mauricio?" And she was like, "Well, girl, he moved out." And Son was like, "Okay, and what else, friend?" And she was like, "It's just hard and a lot, with everything that's going on. I don't have time for the bullshit and things of that nature." I'm paraphrasing. And so Son was like, "Well, girl, you do know eventually you gonna have to file first, right?" And Kyle was like, "No, it's not like that. Me and Mauricio, we're best friends. That's my best friend." And she was like, I mean, we're not going to have a bad divorce. Like, I know that there's not going to be any fighting between us. He basically said in his book that he wrote that, like, he wouldn't have any of this without me. And in her confessional, Son said, "Baby, let me tell you something. When it comes to money, a man don't give a shit what he said at point A. Because, bitch, they'll pretend like that book don't even exist when it's time to go to court. Like, what book? Girl, what are you talking about? Book? What book? Who wrote a book? What? A book? And I'm sitting here thinking, like, bitch, if you gonna listen to anybody about divorce advice when it comes to making sure that all your motherfucking I's is dotted and your T's is crossed, is Sutton Strat. That lady gets $350,000 a month, I think, from her ex-husband. That lady walked away with half of, I think, stocks are coming. Like, that lady walked away with a nice chunk of shit from that man. I think she even got some property and some more shit. Like, bitch, we gonna talk to any bitch, okay, about walking away with a nice divorce settlement, bitch, you better talk to Sutton. I don't give a fuck if you don't like that lady, bitch. That's the bitch you talk to, okay? When she first got on here, she got to talking about forensic lawyers and all type of shit. Like, bitch, Sutton was giving these hoes the rundown, and they didn't want to hear from Sutton. Cause she was the new girl, and they felt like she thought she was a little better than them. She is, but bitch, y'all better sit down and listen to Sutton. And Sutton was like, "Look, friend, I know in your mind you live in a world of delusion and fairy tales and gumdrops and all of that jazz, bitch. But you need to file, okay? Somebody needs to file. Y'all are living in limbo, and somebody needs to file." And Kyle was like, "I don't understand this whole somebody needs to file first thing. Like, I don't want it to get messy. You didn't sign a prenup. You in your mind feels like you're entitled to half. So it only makes sense that you get somebody who can then go in and make sure that whatever you deem half of is the correct amount of half." Because Sun said it herself, men will fight you behind their money, bitch. Don't, girl, you could think it's rainbows and puppies now. Ma'am, go file. Because literally, Sun said it as calmly as she could. "I think you need to file." Like, bitch, get you a lawyer. So after that, we see Dorit and Erica go over to Boz's house, and of course, Boz asks them to take their shoes off. She also has these nice, cute little slippers for them outside near the back where they go. They sit and they had them some little drinky poo. And Boz's like, "Girl, what's going on between you and Cal?" Like, because I don't really know her like that, but like, what happened? And Dorit basically give her the rundown, like, she basically iced me out, and she didn't like the way I responded to something, and she just very childish and manipulative, what Dorit been saying since the first episode. And she was like, "Well, damn." And so then she gets talking about her marriage and, her and PK being separated. And, Boss is like, "Well, how does this affect the kids?" And she basically says, "Well, he technically never really lived at the house with us. So as far as the kids know, he's at work." She was like, at that time, he was like in, staying at a hotel or something, or was in the process of getting an apartment or something. And she was like, as far as the kids know, he's at work, because that's all they've ever known. So it's not really too much of a disruption to their day to day, because he's not technically present in their lives. No way. Um, After that, we see Sutton Kathy and Erica at Sutton's house. So Erica and Sutton are slowly trying to rebuild a friendship. And basically, Sutton decided she wanted to surprise Kyle with pizza and pajamas. And she basically tells Erica and Kathy that Mauricio wound up replacing a picture of him and Kyle in his office at the house with a picture of him and Emma from Dancing with the Stars when he was on Dancing with the Stars, I think last season or the season before last, when he was on Dancing with the Stars and him and Emma, and it was a rumor that him and Emma was hunching. And so, everybody was like, what? And mind you, baby Kathy was like, mm-hmm. And Kathy couldn't wait to get in her confessional and say, I ain't never seen it from Mauricio. When he had left my husband family company and was talking the shit he was talking, I ain't seen him before his ass then. And I'm gonna tell y'all one thing for certain, two things for sure, bitch. When a Pisces don't like you, it's a wrap. Hang it up, flat screen. In the words of my boy Isaiah J. Baby, bitch, do you know you have 30 minutes? Like, that's the vibe. So they go over there to Kyle's house, and they was like, well, bitch, how we gonna surprise her? And Kathy said, well, I'm gonna pretend to be the FedEx man. And they was like, okay, well, what's your voice? She said, FedEx. No, it's Amazon. She said, Amazon delivery. And I was like, Kathy girl, good night. Because no, ma'am, that ain't it. That ain't it. And what I'm about to say gonna sound mean, and I don't want it to sound mean, but Kathy look like Caitlyn Jenner a little bit to y'all in the face? Is that like when she don't have on makeup? Y'all see it? I see. I'm gonna shut up. But bitch, all them older white women look alike. I'm sorry. They be saying niggas look alike. No, baby, all you bitches look alike. Stop touching your faces. Anyway, so they get there and Kyle, buzz them in and they hiding at the door and they open the door. And Portia was like, all right, mama girl, well, I'm gonna see y'all later. Y'all enjoy y'all night, baby. Because Portia go up to her room. Because in the first episode, Kyle basically said, when Mauricio and I think her second oldest daughter moved out, it's just her, Portia, and the second to youngest. And she said when that other daughter ain't there, Portia don't fuck with her, and it be quiet in that house. And I'm just like, well, girl, you be all by yourself. You don't wanna be all by yourself. Anyway, so they sitting down and they have a piece and they change their pajamas and things like that. And so they basically have a conversation about what's going on between her and Mauricio and everything. And she basically, once again, is still in the land of delusion because not only is Sutton, once again, telling her, you need to make a move with this divorce. Candy low-key was saying it. And Erica low-key was saying it. And basically, she was like, we're still friends, we still talking things like that. And Erica was like, I mean, yeah, I know them days. And Sutton was like, yeah, girl, I used to get flowers on Mother's Day. I don't get shit now. And Erica was like, well, ma'am, it don't matter if he send you shit. You get $350,000. Girl, it don't matter if he don't send you some flowers, bitch. You can send yourself your own flowers. The hell, Sutton. I'm like, right, Erica, right. I low-key don't like you neither. But all right, friend, yeah. And so, she basically was like, it's a lot. And I still don't feel like that's something me and him would go through to where, we would be in some nasty fight behind money and stuff. And everybody got quiet. And I'm just like, well. And so everybody decided to leave after that. Because, baby, look here. I'm not finna tell a bitch she's stupid more than once. Kyle, you's a stupid bitch, okay? Because you fucking stupid, Kyle. But anyway, y'all know I don't like that lady. But anyway, so after that, we see Kyle cutting off lights and shit, and the sad music and shit get to playing. And, it's just like, friend, stop. She also talks about, I almost forgot to mention, she talked about how she didn't like that Mauricio was posting gym pictures of himself in his story and how that made her feel and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, how do you think it made him feel that you were running around with this lady who everybody was insinuating that you may or may not have been in a lesbian relationship with? Mind you, this was something that was being said prior to us even finding out that you and this man was supposed to be getting separated or divorced or whatever the fuck y'all was doing. Like, you and Morgan's friendship was in question prior to you and that man saying that y'all were separated. So, two wrongs don't make a right, okay? But all I'm saying is Girl, I'm not saying you're not entitled to have felt some type of way, but seeing as though you and this man have announced to the world that y'all are separated, and you may or may not be in a lesbian relationship, you was already moving like you wasn't married to this man, Cal. I don't know what the fuck you want from us, Cal. After that, we see, what do we see after that? I'm trying to think. I don't think nothing of importance happened, but after that we see PK and Dorit go have lunch or dinner together. And baby PK was like, girl, you like my new jacket? Cause you know, I'm single PK. I'm single again. I'm back on the prowl. What? Like, bitch, somebody could have queued up Trina for PK. Cause PK said I'm single again. Hey, I'm back on the prowl. Cause what? Like, PK, that is very rude to say that in front of that lady's face. So basically, you know, him and Dorit talk about like what life is like for them now that they're separated. And he basically said, I mean, it was a lot of shit we had to work on. I'm paraphrasing, but I stopped drinking. Have you learned to stop listening? Like, did you actually fix yourself? Because I don't think you have. He said, like, let's keep it a buck. The way me and you talk to each other, if we would talk to anybody in this restaurant who works here, we would get put out the way we would talk to each other. And I was like, oh baby, y'all be saying some shit to each other. And I think Dorit said it either in her confessional this episode or the next episode, how her and PK will call each other all type of names. I'm gonna have to double check, but I think she might have said it in the next episode that her and PK will call each other like all type of shit. And it's just like, y'all was really getting into it. And she basically was like, you know, he also talked about how he didn't like the fact that, you know, she wasn't like how she was in the beginning of their relationship, where she was all up under him. And, you know, he was jealous of the person she was becoming, i.e., the fact that she was making her own money with the show, the fact she had her bikini business that got sued or went out of business a couple years ago. Like, she was making her own money independently of him, where she wasn't just his wife who, you know, made him look good. Because, you know, I seen a meme that said men who have real money, or men with actual money, or something along those lines, they stunt through their wives. Meaning, men who got money, they'll be walking around in t-shirt and jeans, a pair of sneakers, maybe a pair of nice sunglasses, maybe a little name bag, duffel bag, or something like that. But if you want to know whether or not that man got money, look at the woman he with. If she walking around with diamonds, fucking coats, sweaters, boots, jewels from here to there, he's stunting on you through his woman. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like buying an expensive luxury cars, that nigga stunting on you through his woman. Like, nigga, can you do that for your bitch? No. And I feel like that's how PK felt like she had, in a way, taken away his ability to provide for her in a way. Not putting words in that man's mouth, but basically he just didn't like the fact that motherhood changed her and how she acted, and along with the fact that she's on this platform and she's making her own money and a name for herself. She just wasn't known as Dorit Kemsley, PK Kemsley, the business mogul's wife. She was her own person. She's Dorit Kemsley, the fashion icon, the reality star. You know what I'm saying? Like, she her own motherfucking person, and that made him feel some type of way. And he basically said that. And basically he said now that, you know, he's not drinking anymore and they're separated, he does feel like they need to work on the codependency of their relationship. And she was like, so are we not going to be able to like call and talk to each other 5 times a day? He was like, no, we got to stop doing that. And that made her feel some type of way. But I agree with him. Like, in order for us to be better and healthy, not only for ourselves but for our children, the toxicity of whatever the fuck y'all had going on, it does need to stop. And somebody had to be the adult enough to say, hey, this ain't it. And, you know, basically, Doris said, look, I don't like the fact we fuss, fight, and argue, and all you do is drink. And he said, you know what, friend, you're right. And now that I stopped drinking, I can now evaluate the bigger shit of what was going on in our marriage that we were ignoring. And so it's sad to see them go through that, but I do feel like this was probably some shit that was going to happen eventually. You know what I'm saying? The only problem is now they got a whole bunch of motherfucking people watching. Okay? And I think that's basically the end of the episode as far as what I remember. But what I will say is that my heart goes out to not only PK and Dorit, but them kids. I mean, I don't really care too much about Dorit. But them kids, because I am an adult child of divorce. My parents got divorced when I was 5. So I completely understand, what those kids could be going through and things of that nature. Like, my heart also goes out to Kyle's children. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's never hard that you grew up with your mother and father, and then one day they decide they don't want to be together no more. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like Kyle needs to take Sutton's advice. Like, bitch, if you ain't gonna listen to no nail other bitch on this show, you better fucking listen to Sutton. That lady get $350 fucking $1,000 a month, bitch. She walked away with a whole bunch of assets and shit. Okay, bitch, you better listen to Sutton. I don't give a fuck how you feel about Sutton, bitch. Sutton the only bitch on this show that's smart enough to walk away with some money, ho. Okay? So anyway, yeah, y'all, that is all. That is it. I give this episode a 9 out of 10. This was actually good, okay? Because what did I like about this episode? Oh, basically, Sutton telling Kyle, bitch, you need to file and stop being delusional. But yeah, so yeah, I like this episode a little better than the last episode. So we getting somewhere, okay? We is getting somewhere. You hear me? All right, y'all. That is all. That is it. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell button so you never miss a video when I do upload. And don't forget to share my videos wherever, with whoever, so you know you rocks with your girl. Now it's time for episode 3. Okay, I love you. Bye.